Hi, good morning. Is anybody talking? I can't really hear anything. Mr. Johanna, good morning.
Yes, good morning. The class will be starting by 9:25, please.
Okay, that's fine.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Hi, good morning. Sorry, the instructor will start the class at 9:25, so just a minute to go.
Okay, request is to be late or cancelled.
Okay, all right. It's time for us to start the lecture. But today is more of an interactive session instead of just a lecture. I think all of us are going to be basically speaking for today class. So today I hope to cover a little bit um about searching for a job as a social media manager. That's job hunting for a social media manager role and in the community for brands and projects and others. So I'm going to be asking a question, then you just unmute yourself and then you give an answer, then we'll continue. So that's how the session is going to be basically. So I'm just going to ask the first question, then based on your answers, I'm going to explain and then move on to the next question. So that's how we're going to have today's session. So to for all of us currently here, what level of experience do you think you have for a social media manager role? What level of experience do you think you have for a social media manager role? So that's the first question. So you can just unmute yourself, give a short answer. Either you are a beginner, intermediate, or expert. And also, have you applied for a professional social media role job before? So these are basically the two questions you just give an answer to briefly, then we'll move on. So we'll start with Precious. So Precious, if you have what is your experience as a social media manager? Are you a beginner, intermediate, or expert? And have you applied for a social media manager role recently?
My greetings, everyone. Happy weekend and good morning. Okay, yes, I would say I'm still a beginner in the field of social media marketing. So What I've noticed recently, I could remember the last class I informed you about my inability to get hold of get my LinkedIn account restored back, which I've still been. I even went on Reddit to see if there's any other link or to see if I can get their email, but it was impossible. I couldn't get that. So for now, I since my should I say my niche is kind of copywriting, so I've just been trying to write out send yes, I've been pitching my potential clients. Yes, I've been pitching them, but through emails, especially if mine is just majorly through emails. I pitch them through emails, then maybe I'll then give comment to their post. But almost all my application for a job role, I haven't gotten one yet. So my major objective was to see how I can add other certifications to my profiles so that it can enhance my own visibility in the niche I belong. So I would say I'm still a beginner at this level. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. So I'm going to be speaking on that. Manasseh, you can answer the question. What level do you consider yourself? As a social media manager, are you a beginner, intermediate, or you are an expert? And also, have you applied for a social media role recently?
Okay, good morning, sir. So I consider myself as a beginner though, and I really haven't applied for any job yet as a social media manager. Thank you.
Okay, Manasseh has not applied for any job at this time.
Yes, sir.
So all right, no problem. So we'll go to Lynn. You can just answer the same question. Have you applied for a community social media manager role recently? And also, what level of experience do you consider yourself as a social media manager?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. I'm a beginner and I have not applied for any social media management role before.
All right. So we'll go to Mohammed. With the same question. What level of experience do you consider yourself as social media manager? And have you applied for a social media manager role recently? All right. It seems he's not really active. All right. There's no problem. So I'm going to be commenting on Precious on. Precious, you can meet yourself. So we'll discuss basically. So you have been having issues with your LinkedIn, so you have been able to access your client only through email. But how do you find the jobs you apply for? I want you to say so other people will listen. How do you find the jobs, the open roles that you apply for? How do you find them?
Okay, it is on LinkedIn. On LinkedIn. So it's on LinkedIn that I get the available jobs. So when I see it, and if it is how will I call it? If I'm qualified for the role, yes, if I'm qualified or it is within for my niche, I just apply. I send them a pitching match. I don't know if you are getting me, sir.
Yes, yes, I'm getting you.
So it's on LinkedIn. So when I see that the role is applicable to my niche, I just send them a pitch.
All right, thank you. So this is a very important. You can meet yourself now. So this is a very important point that Precious has pointed out. Uh, LinkedIn, all of us here are supposed to have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like your online, it's like your online resume, your online CV, and there are a lot of job opportunities on LinkedIn. I think most projects they post their job opportunities there. But like Precious mentioned in his first the answer to his first question, he has been applying but is yet to secure a role, and I can guess why it is hard. First of all, it is hard to secure a role when you're applying, especially as a beginner. The first, the major problem is the lack of experience. Lack of experience. Most projects they want somebody that already have an experience. They want somebody that will already have experience on social media management. And of course, as a beginner, how are you going to gain this experience? It's very, very hard. As a beginner, it's very, very hard to gain this experience. So most times you apply for jobs and they will just come, they will just look at it and say, this one is zero experience, he has not worked for any major brand before, and they'll just strike it out, which is very bad and discouraging for people who want to be social media manager. So how do we tackle this issue of inexperience? How do we tackle the issue of having zero experience? The first the best way to tackle it, the best way to tackle it is by having your own brand, having your own followers, having your own personal page that you manage that has high followers and high engagement. For example, I've not managed for any brand before, I've not managed any social media page for any brand before, and then I have my own page on Twitter. I have I have 20,000 followers. If I make a post, I have up to 50,000 views. I have likes. I have comments on my Twitter post. With 20,000 followers, I'm having 30 to 40,000 views. If I'm applying a job, of course, my experience is going. My project is the brand that my personal brand is going to be there under my experience. And what this is going to show is that I know what I'm doing because I have my own brand that's actually having that is actually having the engagement and the views. So by so doing, having a personal brand, you give yourself a level of experience. You give yourself a level of experience. You grow yourself, give yourself a level of experience. So that when you're applying for this job, you don't apply with zero experience anymore. You apply with experience on your own project. Even though you may not specify that it's your own page, but you can also specify that it's your own page, but you apply with a level of experience only already instead of applying with zero level experience. I think this is one of the issues that Precious may be facing because of the zero experience. It is hard for him to get to get a job. So Precious, do you understand what I'm trying to explain?
Yes, sir. I clearly understand you. Okay. So okay, since I noticed that, yes, because I've been told, see that you cannot just come and be applying without that nobody will pick you up. So I started trying to brand my own self, and that is why I've been using LinkedIn platform to be making posts, to be dropping contents, because what I see that they need in on LinkedIn is value. So if you drop something that is of value, people keep on engaging. So I've been doing that for quite some time now, until I'm having this issue of restriction on my LinkedIn and starting all over again. This will be the third time, because the first one the account just disappeared like that. I needed to create a new one again, and I've been growing the account. Now this is coming up. Trying to start up a new account again on LinkedIn is, so to be very sincere, it's going to be a
Are
stressful,
you
I
are
must.
you are you are you are you using the same device that you used for the last one that disappeared?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. If it's the same device, I will advise you to basically change the device because first of all, some devices are like how will I put it? are like on the watch list. There are some devices that when you log in your Telegram account here, your Telegram account basically vanishes. Telegram automatically deletes it after some time. So if it is possible, you get a new device and then you log in your LinkedIn there and then you do all your promotions and your posts there. And also, talking, I heard, I think you were trying to say during your first answer about getting more certifications. And of course, getting certifications is very, very important. But also, where you get the certifications from is also very, very vital. There are some, if you get your certificates from places like we have ALX, we have Coursera, we have Udemy. These are places that the certificates are generally recognized. So having certificate also combined with your experience is very, very vital. So as I said, you can get a new device and log in your LinkedIn there. Everything will be fine.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate. Okay, the platform I've been using to get one or two of the certification is Simply Learn. I don't know if you know about it. So that is the one I've been using to get few of the certifications. I don't know if that one is of value.
I personally don't know of it, but of course, as I earlier said, you can try Udemy, Coursera, or ALX. All those their courses are paid courses. Yes, you pay to access their courses, but they do give free courses. They do give free courses. I have a link to a Telegram community that posts free courses that are available on Udemy and Coursera. So at the end of the class, maybe you can message me. I'll give you the Telegram link. So when they post courses regarding the the social media manager courses, role regarding social media management, social media marketing, then you can apply for those classes. So when they post the classes are going to be free to enroll. I think for 1 hour. You may see the classes they will say the first 100 people to enroll is free and all that. So you can message me after the class. I'll give you the Telegram link to the channel. So anyone can message me for the link. I'll give you the link and then you join the channel. When they post any course that captivates your attention, you can just apply for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate. I will do that immediately after the class.
All right. So for for um for Lynn and Manasseh, is there any reasons why you have not tried applying? Because me, when I was coming up, I think I would just wake up and go and apply for anything I want to happen, let it happen. If like accept me, if like reject me, I was basically applying everywhere, everywhere. So I think there was one time I applied for a particular job role, and then it was a social media manager role. But they were like, no, you are not fit for this role. But you are, but then, according to your resume, your CV, you are fit for another role. You understand? You are not fit for this role, but you can be the junior to the person that is fit for this role. Then you just be assisting the person. Do you understand? So at times it's not advisable for you to just sit down and fold your arms, say you not apply or anything. If you have a little certification, you have an interest, you can just set up your CV, set up your LinkedIn, and then apply for this role. You may not get the role you want, but of course, there are some projects that diligently go through all the CVs, and they will say, this one, okay, you are not good for this role, but this role you are good for. And of course, they are going to contact you and say, okay, this is what's happening. This role, the team does not think you can handle this role, but they think you can be an assistant to this particular person and handle some of the tasks for the person. I hope that's understandable.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what are some of the basic platforms you can get jobs and that you can see open with opportunity for social media manager role? The first of all, the first important platform is LinkedIn. As Precious has mentioned, you will always see a job opportunity on LinkedIn. Always. And LinkedIn is basically your online CV, as I said. It contains everything. It contains your job experience, your picture, your name, your profile, cover letter, everything is there on LinkedIn. So creating a very strong LinkedIn profile is very, very important. So you should focus on creating your connections on LinkedIn. Um, of course, connecting with more people, relating with brand, meeting people. And then another platform that you get job opportunities is Jobberman. Jobberman is basically a Nigerian job platform, and they do post social media manager role there also. Then we have Upwork. Upwork also is a a job platform. I think yes, they pay per hour on Upwork. So if you secure a job opportunity on Upwork, they pay per hour. Even though it's a little bit hard to get jobs there, but I know a few of my friends that have secured job on Upwork. Then we have Indeed. Indeed also Indeed. Indeed also is a job platform where you can see job opportunities. Then we have Glassdoor. Glassdoor is also a job platform. You can see various job opportunities there. So we have LinkedIn, Upwork, Indeed, and Glassdoor. So these are basically the four job um hunting platform that we recommend if you start searching for a job, you should focus on LinkedIn, Indeed, Upwork, and then on Glassdoor. So on this platform, like LinkedIn, you can set up notifications when a social media manager role comes up, so that LinkedIn will send you a notification that okay, this particular role has come up and you are going to be fit for the role, so you can go and apply. So you can set notifications for these things on for social media manager role on LinkedIn. You can set the same notification on Upwork also. Um, so also having a very very good CV is very very important. Your CV should contain first of all your name. After it contains your name, it should contain your skills, your skills, and then your portfolios. Your portfolios means linked to your social media profile, your LinkedIn link, your Twitter link, and then if you are active on YouTube, your YouTube link. If you are active on Medium, your Medium link. So it should contain any link to your portfolio. If you have a website, you can input your website link um also. And most importantly, it should contain your experience. Your experience. If you have any social media campaign that you have personally run for various projects before, your CV should contain it. Okay. Um, for this particular project, um, you put the date, you put the project name, and in bracket you put how long you have worked for the project. Then under you write things that you did for the project. I ran campaign for this project for this particular time to this particular time. So it is important that your CV have all these things. And of course, in your CV, there's something that most people make mistake for when applying for jobs. You use the same CV to apply for this job, apply for this job, apply for this job, apply for this job. You use one CV to apply for various jobs, and then you see some people using the same cover letter also. You see some people using the same cover letter. My name is this. I'm interested in this. I have social experience. Every job you're applying the same cover letter. Now this is very very wrong. It's very very wrong. Even though it's been quite a while that I applied any professional job, I basically just try to connect with Nigerians. Anywhere I see Nigerian person active on any social media, I just message the person that hello, I have experience in this. We can connect and work together. That's basically what I'm basically doing. I'm currently not job hunting. But when I was not applying, my CV was very, very flexible. If I want to apply for a job, I go to the job description. What do they need? I will see, okay, they need this. I will go to my CV and adjust my CV to tailor to their specific need. Adjust my CV to tailor to their specific need. Then I will go to the cover letter. On the cover letter, what they say they want is what I'm going to put in my cover letter. You say you want 3 years experience. If I have 5 years experience, I'm going to tell you that I have 5 years experience. I'm going to make sure that all your criteria that you put that you need is there. I've already spoken about it in my cover letter. Now that's the use of your cover letter. Your cover letter is basically pitching yourself. So most of the times it's good to go through what the job need, what do they need, what the job is trying to, what are the job description roles, what are you going to be doing for them, what do they need as experience, and then pitch it into your cover letter, so you'll be able to stand out among different applicants. I hope you all understand this point I just explained.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, another important rule when applying for jobs is first of all, as I explained to Precious earlier and all of you, you have to build a very, very strong online presence. And Precious said he has been trying to build his online presence, and then he has been trying to make posts, get the engagement and all that. It's very important to build your online presence. If you are a very popular person online, you have a lot of followers, your chances of getting picked for a social media role increases by up to 80%. Increases by up to 80%, because first of all, you have the publicity already. You have learned to handle the public space. You have learned to handle a large speed already. So if your online presence is very good, it's easy for you to be able to um get this role. And of course, you can build on LinkedIn. You see, LinkedIn is a very good place to build your online presence. We have LinkedIn, we have Twitter. You can use Twitter. And for those who want to go into blogging, you can create your own personal blog. Create your personal blog. You'll be surprised to see that the person that has Insta blog is working as a social media manager for another project, and is getting paid. It do happen. So you see people that have their own personal blogs, they are working for other projects and getting paid. So it's important to build your social media um presence. So as I've spoken about social media presence, I'm going to ask just one question, then we'll use the question to round up. So I know most of us are already thinking, okay, fine, we are going to build our social media presence. So what are some of the things strategy that you are going to put in place to increase your, let me say, your opinions or presence on Twitter? What are some strategies that you are going to put in place to let me say, increase your followers and increase your engagement and among others? So we are going to be starting from Lane. For building your social media presence, what are some strategies you are going to put in place to increase your followers and or increase your online presence? If film is not available, anybody can answer first. For building your online presence, what are some strategies you are going to put in place to build your online presence? on any platform?
Okay, so I think to build your online presence for any platform, there are some things that you should do. And I think one is you should know your targeted audience first, because you cannot be targeting a different audience while your content is different. So based on the contents you post, are those audience you attract? Yes. So I think the second one should be consistency. You cannot grow by maybe just doing it today, and by posting content today, and maybe next you post content continuously so that people can see your contents and engage you. You push your contents on people. Yes. Then I guess these are the first two that just came to my head first, sir. Sorry, getting.
Yes, I got you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you can give your own answer.
Okay, sir. Mine is not really like an answer. It's based on what Manasseh said. So I wanted to ask a question from there. Okay, what I want to know is, now that my field is in copywriting, and my mentor told me that you don't necessarily need to be posting every day, at least even if it is twice a week. I know that while I was posting, when I was beginning and I was posting like every day, the engagement was kind of, yes, coming. The visibility and reach out was high. But after some time, based on the status of my own work, a physical work, so I did not really have that much time. So I reduced it to posting twice a week, and it was still okay. But I see people on LinkedIn posting every day, posting every day, posting every day. If I, it might be that if I decide to post every day, I will start using AI content to be posting, and that is not what I want to actually do.
Yes, posting every day is not when Manasseh mentioned consistency, he does not. I don't think he means he's posting every day. I don't think he means posting every day. Consistency is basically sticking to posting. Some people, they will post after 1 month, that they will stop posting. They will go and rest and then come back after another month and start posting. That's not consistency. So what Manasseh basically mean by consistency is correct is posting. You may choose to post every day. You may choose to post 2 times a week. You may choose to post 2 times a week. It's your consistency that matters. As far as you are posting. And of course, during the last class, we spoke about active hours of your community, of the people that are engaging in your post. As you are posting, you are considering their active hours. What time do you normally get your engagement? I gave an example of people do business on WhatsApp. You see they post in the morning, and then in the morning the views are high. They'll stick to posting in that morning. If you post in the afternoon, the views are not high. If you post in the night, the views are better. I have a particular business person on my WhatsApp. By 9 p.m., just go online. You see her post at the top because she have understand that that's the time that people are basically carrying their phone to press before they sleep. So by 9 p.m., she will go and post all her business. While you are going on WhatsApp, you just go to view status, you will just see her own at the top, and you will just click and view, and then you go on. So that's the time that she used to have particular views. Even people handling WhatsApp TVs, you notice that they post basically in the morning and in the evening, eliminating the afternoon. This is not because they don't want to post in the afternoon. It's basically because that afternoon time, the people active are less. So their views are not they are not going to get the views that they are aiming for. So I hope precious, I hope I clarify the consistency for you.
Yes, thank you. Okay, sorry to interrupt again. You said people in the Asian continent, or people in the Asian country. what they normally do based on, okay, you talked about posting around 1 o'clock or 2 in the morning. So now if it happens that I'm trying to reach out to, okay, now my potential clients are all over the world, not just in Asia, not just in Europe, but in other Africa, in other countries, like in other countries outside Europe. So what I want to know now is there any specific hour that I can post so that I can reach out to both of them? Because as you said if it happens that I post now, if I post in the morning, if I post in the morning, definitely it will be people that are available that morning that can view it. So that means people in Asia around that region, they might not see it, and after sometimes algorithm will bring it down, making other people's own to come up. So I really wanted to know if there's any time specific time that would be favorable, if morning or night, because the major ones I'm seeing, people post early in the morning around 6, and probably in the evening around 7 8.
Okay, to answer your question, first of all, I'm going to be considering that you post majorly on LinkedIn. Now, for LinkedIn, basically the people you connect with is very, very vital. Because if I open my LinkedIn now, the first post I'm not going to see post of anybody that I did not connect with. I'm going to be seeing basically post of people I connect with at the top. So even though it's their post from 2 days ago, I'm still going to see it. Um, so if you connect with somebody and the person makes a post, the probability of you coming across that post is 75%. Also, if I make a post, the probability of them coming across the post is also 75%. You understand? And also,
Yes, sir.
there's no specific time that I would say you should be posting, because everybody they have different time zone around the world. So, but it's just based on the activeness. If you have more views by this particular time, you stick to that time and keep posting by that time. Um, and that's how you just basically get your engagement up. You don't try to gamble it. Although you can try posting other times to see and then make a comparison. But if you have a particular time that is giving you what you want, you stick to that time, and then you can try other times slowly and see if it is going to work out for you also.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate.
All right, no problem. So we are going to end the session. Maybe we'll have another social media session in the future. Okay, Lynn, you have something to say?
Sorry, sir, I stepped out a little, but when I came, I heard Menassi and saying something. What I want to ask is it possible for, how do I put it? Okay, before I go into social media management, I want to have a particular direction. Like I want, if I'm branding, it should be for, maybe if I'm taking tech, it should just be, I'm only branding things that have to do with tech. Maybe if I'm taking fashion style, it should just be fashion. So I don't want to be, today I'm on fashion, tomorrow you're branding something that has to do with tech, next tomorrow you're going to things that have to do maybe cement or something. So is that a nice idea for you to focus on one particular thing and be consistent on that particular line? That's just my question.
All right. Okay. Yes, it is. It is vital for you to. It is important for you to choose to focus on a particular line. You can choose to focus. Okay, fine. You are going to be applying for social media manager jobs on fashion brands only. You can also see some people that say they are going to be applying for social media management jobs on Web3 platforms. Yes, you can see some people that say they are going to apply for social media manager jobs for crypto projects only. You can see some people for blogs. It is important that it is you can choose to focus on applying for a specific towards a specific target industry. Now, why people diversify and apply for different, like me, I think all my life I've been in within the Web3 space. So I am from gaming platform. I go to IDO platform. From here, I go to Launchpad. I go to AirDrops platform. So basically, I've been within that space. But why people tend to diversify what they are applying for is basically because sometimes you can be in the tech space and then the rules are not forthcoming. The rules are not forthcoming. Then you, of course, you have to say, since the rule is not coming here, let me go to this brand. And when you try it, you try it, last, you see at the end of it, you just come and you you be open for all. But if you have the conviction that if you stick to applying towards a particular brand, let me say you are applying for social media manager role of tech companies, you can choose to stick to that role, and if it is coming for you, fine. But if it's not coming for you, it's advisable that you diversify your approach. You apply for various different brands instead of just sticking to one.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mhm. And also, it is very important for me to tell you that job hunting is not easy. Job hunting is not easy. I think I when I started lecture, I said I've not applied for a job for a long time. So basically, currently I hire community managers for projects. I hire community manager for project. I have more than 40 workers that are currently working under me. Yeah, I have more than 40 workers that are currently working under me. I think yes. So I've not really been applying for a role. I basically I have someone, let me just say connection. I have someone that knows all these projects. So when he's launching any project, he does chat me up and say, "Oh, hi, he needs community managers and all that." I'll say, "Okay." Then I will just contact. I have a contact from my. I have a group with all my workers there, so I'll basically just contact them and then pick some among them. So I've basically been off job hunting for a very long time. I just have my CV. My CV is very my CV is very stacked. When I mean stacked, I mean I basically eliminate more than 7 projects out of the CV. I don't include them at all. I don't include them at all because the CV is going to be too bulky. So I just remove them. So I've basically been off job hunting for quite a while. But it's not easy. I'm going to tell you as a Nigerian, there are some places that I was applying for a role. You go to the interview. First of all, you are Nigerian. You're already losing the interview. So you just try your best to convince them that you are different from other Nigerians. That's what you start. That's what the interview even start by. You now see that instead of you going through interview, you are now convincing them that you are better than all the other Nigerians. Because first of all, Nigeria has a bad image already. So when you are going to for interview, you should have this mindset that first of all, you they may likely attack you because you are from Nigeria. And it's not a good thing, uh, but you should always be positive when you apply for jobs and you get any invitation for interview. You just go there and then you try to do your best. But it's not easy to even to get the invitation for interview. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. I've had more than 10 different interviews across my years. I have um more than 6 years experience. I started going into the crypto space around before the COVID-19 started. So I've had up to 10 interviews during this time. And I think it was only one job that I got after the interview. It was only one job. Oh, no, it was 2 jobs. It was 2 jobs that I got after the interview. It was very hectic. The interviews were not easy at all. Although their questions are busy, but it's how you answer them. Are you telling them what they want to hear, or you are just trying to impress them? So it depends. But the job hunting is not easy. Yeah, if you have an invitation for any interview, That's a good step forward. That's a good step forward. It shows that even though you do not get the job, it shows that okay, fine, your CV is working. If you keep applying, you apply more than 20 jobs and you don't have any invitation for interview. Of course, you have to revisit your CV. You have to revisit your CV and make some adjustments before you keep applying. So I think we have come to the end of today's class. If you have any questions, you can ask. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Okay, sir. I would say, is it be probably maybe because I'm a Nigerian, I'm a fellow Nigerian. That's why I've been facing so many challenges when it comes to getting that. And you said that while you were job hunting, it was kind of tough. Yes, because I've actually seen most online marketers complaining how they stress in getting a job. They've been complaining about the stress in getting a job. And now being a Nigerian is also another stuff. It's like kind of a 2-0 lose. So we're even trying to equalize first of all before you can even get the job done. So I don't know, maybe it seems that mine has been that issue of being a Nigerian. And again, sir, I would want to know, I want to know, since I'm doing copywriting and I would love to go into product management, then based on my own physical job, the kind of physical job I'm doing, I'm working with machines. I'm working with machines. So I'm a radiographer. So we are working with machines every day, and I've had a little, yes, I've had a little understanding about quality assurance, and that was why when I saw it among the CPG programs, listed among the CPG courses, I was really delighted because I really love to combine that bit. I don't I want to I want to just ask from your own point of view, how do you see the combination of these three for me? Will it be that easy, or will I just need to focus on one or leave one? Thank you.
Okay, first of all, I'm not going to say if being a Nigerian is affecting your application for job. And I'm not going to say it's not affecting it. Because even people for other country also suffer the same thing. And Nigeria is even better compared to India. Nigeria being in Nigeria is even better. I'm telling you for a fact. You hardly see any Indian person getting any job anywhere, especially remote jobs, because of they have a worse they have a worse reputation than Nigeria when it comes to remote jobs. And then combining the social media management with the product management and quality assurance. Um, I cannot really speak much on that, but what I'm going to say is that it is important that you build yourself to be very strong on a specific part before you take on another part. When you master a particular role, taking on other role is going to be easy. It's going to be easy. Um, why I'm saying this is because if you are trying to learn the social media, if you are trying to cover the social media management, the product manager, and the quality assurance at the same time, it's going to be more like, how will I explain? It's going to be more like it is cooked up. You are going to be trying to catch here, and sometimes there are tendencies that you're going to mix it up. When you go to job applications, you later realize that you are actually not expert on any of the three. You're actually not expert on any of the three. So it is very important that you have one, you become very, very strong in one, that when they are talking about um somebody that knows this particular one, you are going to be among. And and also a very important point in the crypto in the space, especially for Nigerians, is when you get your first job. When you get your first job, you take it very, very seriously. You take it very, very seriously. The reason why I'm saying this now is because um the first person that I ever worked with within the crypto space, that same person got me about three different jobs. The same person that I first ever worked with got me about three different jobs. And the reason why it was a lady, the reason why she was getting the job is because you are very good, you are always active. Come, when the project that she's working for, when she want to leave the project, she will say you are very good. She don't want to leave you jobless. So she will carry you, go to another person and say, I have this particular person. The guy is very good and he can work very well. So she will link you up with the person, and that person will hire you for his own project. You understand? And now the person I'm currently working with now, I think I've worked over I think more than 20 projects with him, because basically when we join a project, we join projects at their early stages. So when he gets the contract for the project, he will now let me know that okay, we have a new project that we are working on. I'm going to bring in all the community moderators and everybody that is going to handle their Telegram and Discord communities. So him through him now I've gotten more other jobs and experience, because when I first worked with him, he was impressed that okay, I actually know what I'm doing. And when I joined him as basically a worker. But because he see that I know how to work, he was like, okay, since you know how to work, bring people that know how to work like you, so that so that you guys will be working together. And I brought people that know how to work like me. Then one day he came and say, you, me, I don't need to work again. I should just be bringing them, let them be working, and I'll be supervising them. So all this happens because when you get your first job, you take it seriously. Anything you get that you're working with people, um, you take it very seriously. I have some people that have employed them. Our employer will tell you that okay, your working time is by 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. You'll be shocked that that person will not come online 7 a.m. The person will come online around 1 a.m. around 1 p.m. And then he at the end of the week he will asking me to pay him, and I'll be like, me, I cannot, like, first of all, I cannot go and start requesting for your payment, because when I request for your payment, I'm going to see how active you have been. And me, I don't, because of I'm trying to build my own brand, I cannot go and then spoil my name that I'm asking for payment for you when I know that you not work well. So most of the times I'm very, very harsh on anybody that is working under me. I quarrel you. I tell you that what you are doing is not good for me and it's not good for you, and I'm going to remove you, because most times I have the power to remove anybody that is not working properly. So it's very important that any job you get, you take it seriously. You try to build connection with your supervisor, the person that is in charge of you. You communicate to the person constantly. You cannot go online, greet the person, just casually talk, and then go after some days, you come back, you talk again. So basically, you create your connection. After getting your first job, you create your connection, try to see how you expand so that in case your current job ends, you'll be able to easily um, get another job.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate today's class.
All right, the class is supposed to end by 10, so we are far gone over the specified time for the class to end. So if there is any question, please you can ask now. Lynn and Manasseh, the two Manasseh, they are welcome. If there's any question, you can ask before we end the class.
Thank you so much, sir. I don't have a question for now, but if I go through the recordings again and find any question, I will chat you up. Thank you, sir.
All right, there's no problem. I think we have come to the okay, Manasseh. If you have anything, you can say.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry I came late. I was having network issues too, but from the lectures, I don't think I have any question now. I've gone through the last slide and I'm still studying them, and probably this one too. I'll go through it. And sir, if there's any question, I will message you. Thank you, sir.
All right. Aside that, if you have any job hunting problem, you can let me know. And I think if you have any job hunting problem, you can let me know. If you have any issues with editing your CV or creating your CV, you can also let me know. I can help you to review it. And if you want to use my CV as a template to work with your CV, you can also let me know. So I'll give you my CV template so you can use it to work on your own CV. So I think you have come to the end of today's class. Um, so I'll be handing over to the HR now.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Johanna, and well done, everybody. So I've come to the end of the social media week. I will be updated accordingly on what is going to come next. So for now, thank you, and let's all have a beautiful weekend.
Thank you, ma'am.
Very much,
And
ma.
thank you. And your assignments, please try and work on them.
Okay, ma.